Hi there. Thank you so much for joining us at Discover New Braunfels today. I have a very special guest for you today. Her name is Natalie Motl, and she is the director of Strawberry Creek Services. This is the first and only child placement service that New Braunfels has. How's it going today, Natalie?
It's going well.
Good, good. I'm so excited to have you today. I really am so interested in what you do, and I want the whole town to know about it. Tell us a little bit about Strawberry Creek Services.
Thank you. We are the only child placement agency in New Braunfels, and what we do is we license foster parents, and then we can place children from DFPS or Family Tapestry in San Antonio into the homes of the licensed foster families.
That's pretty amazing. So you're the only one. From what I understand, there's other agencies that service this area, but none that are actually here besides you.
Right. There's none local, and what that means is they can still get licensed, and the agencies are probably wonderful, but we're able to support them locally a little bit better. So if we're closer, if we're in the same town that they're in, they can come by, or we can easily get to them if we need to. So that's kind of the difference why you would want your agency near you.
How did you get your start? Where did Strawberry Creek Services start from?
So my dad opened up about 5 years ago in Fort Worth. And actually before that, he started a food nonprofit. So what he did was he fed children that were underserviced, I guess, and he made sure that they got a snack during the school year and then a dinner. And then in the summer, they fed them all 3 meals. So he kind of transitioned out of that and went into foster care. And I used to be a pediatric speech therapist, and with our industry, things kind of started going south for us when it comes to just Medicaid and insurances and stuff. Mm-hmm. And so my role there with the company, I just realized it was going to change drastically for me. So I went to visit my dad one Easter, and just the way they were talking about what they were doing, it really spoke to me. And we came home, and my husband and I discussed it, and I thought, well, I'm probably going to have to do something different with my career, and I really like what Dad's doing. And so I started looking and researching, and that's when I realized that there wasn't a child placement agency here in New Braunfels. And I also saw that a lot of children that were getting removed from New Braunfels were having to go outside of their community to live in these foster homes. So it's traumatic enough to be removed from your home and the only home you've ever known, your family. And then you're removed from your school, your teachers, your friends, your community at the same time. So I thought that maybe if we were local, that those children we would license foster parents here, and they would be able to stay here in their community.
I love that. I love that so much. It's a service to everyone, and to the children especially, which is the ones that you're here to help. So that's really amazing. I love that. So Natalie, tell me a little bit about what services that you offer here. It's more than just foster placement, right?
Right. So when we license foster families, we provide all the training and everything for them as well. We also are looking for respite. What respite is it gives the foster families a break. So everyone needs a break from parenting. And when you're parenting some of these kiddos that come from a traumatic background, it's hard, it's difficult. And in order for them to be the best, just like parents, we need breaks every once in a while. And so what that looks like is a family goes through a lot of the same training, but they can provide up to 2 weeks care for that child or children. And so it can be a break, or, mom and dad can go on vacation and they can stay in the home. We also need babysitters. And so we do require some stuff, to be on file with us to babysit. We have to know that you're safe. And so they can babysit just like you would have a babysitter come to your house normally, and they can have a date night. And so that's much needed as well.
Do the people that want to provide respite care or babysitting need special training?
So for true respite, yes.
Okay.
It's almost as if you're getting fully licensed.
Okay.
Because the child or children will probably come into your home. And so since they're in your home, you have to be regulated the same way that foster families are.
Do you provide all that training?
Yes.
Oh, that's great.
Yes, we do.
Awesome.
And with babysitting, really, they need CPR first aid, and then to be TB tested are the main things that they might not already have.
So what would be the process if somebody wanted to become a foster parent?
So we usually ask that you come to either an informational meeting or you come and meet with us, because we also need to make sure that you're going to be a good fit for us. We don't just take anybody to be foster homes. We do need foster families, but we need really good quality foster families. We need to know that these kiddos are going to go into a home to where they'll thrive. So after we meet and we feel like it's a good fit, then you can start the process. And we ask that you fill out an application, and that kind of gets things going. Then we do orientation. You get some training done. We have case managers that will do a home study. And what that is they dive into your life completely. We have to know you all the way around. And it's not necessarily to say, oh, your past looks a little shady. It's to say, where did you come from there, and how did you get to where you are now? And all of that just kind of helps us develop, and we have to put that down on paper, and we have to show that you will be a good parent to these kiddos. So it takes as long as the people or person is willing to go. As people ask a lot of times, how long does it take? And it's not really on us as much as it is, because they have to provide a bunch of documentation, they have to attend trainings, so we can't give like a clear-cut timeline of how long it'll take. But
I'm sure some it goes pretty quick, and then some takes a little bit longer, but
yes,
the end results is probably pretty awesome every time.
Yes, it is.
Natalie, how did the kids come to you?
So the kids are removed by CPS, and in New Braunfels, that is. And so a lot of times that's where the kiddos will come from, or they might be in another foster home that's not a good fit for them. And so they need to be removed, and another home needs to be found. Also, San Antonio has with Family Tapestry, and they're pretty new, so they kind of took over that part of placement when it comes to Child Protective Services. So they still do the removal, but Family Tapestry does the placing, and they're out of San Antonio, so that's also another way that the kiddos would get to us.
Great. So you might be thinking, how can I get involved? What can I do today to make a difference in a child's life through Strawberry Creek Services? Tell us exactly the different ways that somebody can get involved.
Okay, so we're always looking for donations. We are a nonprofit, and expenses are what they are. And you can offer to babysit. We actually need, and we would love to offer babysitting to families that come to the informational meetings. So even temporary, couple hour babysitting is good as well. Respite providers, we need foster families. We always need foster families, unfortunately. And we would love to help not only our families, but any other organizations that help foster families and foster children.
Good. So tell everybody where you can be found.
So we are on Facebook, Strawberry Creek Services New Braunfels. We also have a website. It's www.strawberrycreekservices.com. And we are here off of Bridge Street in Walnut in New Braunfels as well.
Great. That's so good. I really am so excited to share about you guys with the community. We've been lacking this, and I'm so glad to know that there's somebody here that fills that need in our community. So now that we're talking about nonprofits, and normally on Discover New Braunfels, I'll ask what your favorite local business is, but we're a nonprofit here, so I want to know what your favorite local nonprofit organization is.
So my favorite, and I'm going to put in a plug for them, is the Foster Closet. And so they're right around the corner from us, and what they do is they house clothing, cribs, car seats, anything that you might need if you get a child in care. And so at any point, they can call, like if it's an emergency placement, which might be in the middle of the night, they can contact one of the people that run it, and they can get a code. They let them get a code to get in.
Oh, wow.
And they can get what they need, and they write down who they are, what they took, and it's free. It's completely free to foster parents. And
That's
so
wonderful.
anything that they need, they can go get, because I think that's a concern a lot of the times is, I don't have stuff for a baby, or I don't have clothes for a girl that's 12. They have pretty much anything you can think of and more. They have a place where they store, because they have so much stuff that doesn't fit in the store. So we really love working with them, and we really love what they're doing.
Looks like you guys are a perfect fit for each other too.
Yes.
That's so good. Well, thank you so much for having me today. I'm so it's humbling to know that there's people out there that just so openly give to others and help, especially children. I mean, children are the littlest of us all, and they need the most help, so to know that they're going into good hands when they come through your agency is just amazing.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. And I wish you guys all the best, and I hope that maybe this video will help drum up some support, whether sending people your way, donations, ways to get involved, babysitters, foster parents, of course.
Yes.
So I really hope that this drums up some interest in you guys.
Thank you.
You're welcome. My name is Melanie Esqueda, and I'm a real estate agent with Anders Pierce Realty here in New Braunfels, Texas. If you would like to be introduced to Strawberry Creek services or visit any of the other places that I talk about in Discover New Braunfels, give me a call and I'd love to show you around. And if you'd like to buy or sell a house too, that would be great.